Hello and welcome back to the farm. We have a little bit of sun, still windy, still rainy. We're coming off a very long rainy spell here in late February in the Puna district on the island of Hawaii. And today I want to show you some tiny orchid care that I'm doing. So this little area is right next to my house. It's a little garden. It's pretty shaded here, but it does get large patches of sun, and when it gets very dry, the plants can burn. So as you can see, this is a beautiful, and look at this stunner. Tulip variety, pale pink, so delicate. But some guys burn. Here's an orchid. Burn here from a very long dry spell we had. That was like 3 weeks. And the bottom's all overgrown with moss, but it seems pretty happy in there. If I move it, it's like it's rooted, you know? Looks like its roots have gone back under this wood. This anthurium looks pretty good. And this isn't real soil, you know, friends. This is not real soil. There's rock like right there. It's just fluff and pots and some old wood. So I went to go check out this orchid, which was just literally sitting right there, not covered with anything. And let's just take a look at it. What do we see going on here? I see a little tiny baby coming out right there. I see some rot. Here's another baby coming out. Some of these are all dry and old, but what I also see is literally the fattest pseudobulb I've ever seen on an orchid. Look at how chunky that is. Look at how much water that's holding. It's incredible. And let's look at the roots. There's a lot of root rot, but see these like greenish white roots? Those are the new roots. Some of these are in the process of dying and stuff like that. And I've read that you should cut off and get rid of all this rotten stuff. But if you look in there, the new roots are inside and like crawling all out through this wet stuff. This wet stuff, it acts like kind of like a sponge, right? And if there's enough air circulating around the whole thing, then it kind of like, these old roots become like its own medium almost, and it provides protection from very dry periods, right? Like it's in the middle of these roots, it's always going to be moist. But as long as these guys, that's good for these new roots, but as long as these new roots can find a way out, right? They can find a way out of the moisture, which they can, so they don't get all trapped. I don't know, this seems like a very happy, healthy plant to me, so I'm just going to go ahead and set it back down. I'm not going to trim any of this, even though that's what I've been told. It seems like it's thriving. But if anyone has any ideas for what I could do better, or maybe, you know, that I should trim this stuff, let me know. I'm going to set it right back down. I even separated a piece from it. So this piece was attached. I just separated. Look at this big, healthy pseudobulb. When separating orchids, you know, I always want to make sure I get kind of like new growth, right? Like I wouldn't want to get one of these super old dry pieces. And make sure you get plenty of root, right? So there's like a woody part of the root here where it was connected to the other sort of parts that go up. And there's plenty of new root on here. I think this root looks healthy. And as this stuff rots, it's like it makes its own new soil, right? I don't know, maybe I keep thinking some of this stuff that's rotting is fine. So yeah, I'll just find another place to set this guy down, maybe even right here, and on we go. So that's our little tiny orchid evaluation. If you have any suggestions for how I can improve this orchid's care, let me know. Happy to see it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.